Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on BeamNG Drive with a challenge. Now you may well recognise this area. This is the grid map that has all sorts of various things to play around with, and it's been in the game for a very long time, and if you play the demo this will be where you'll be messing around with. But as you will notice in the distance, there are some new things that have been put in more recently. I don't quite know when, but I haven't seen them before. And there is also this roller coaster, essentially, over here. I'm going to try and drive around the roller coaster. It looked like fun. I was messing about trying to get mods working and so on, and was playing about with stuff and spawned in here, and suddenly realised there was a great big monster course, roller coaster. Sure, monster course. It's going to be called the monster course now. Okay, that's its new name. I had no idea where my mind was going with that one, but apparently that is what it shall be called. Yeah, it's. It's a huge, great big thing that I'm going to try and drive around. There are actually two separate routes. I'm going to be driving around this one here. This is the more challenging of the two. I mean, they're both pretty evil, in all honesty, as you can see. I mean, there's the one here, the sort of the smooth concrete one. It has got a lot more long banked turns, whereas the one we're going on has a loop and an uppy-downy bit somewhere over there. I don't know what vehicles are going to make it. I'm hoping that this off-road pickup truck might. I have it in chrome because I can. I'm going to try a variety of vehicles, see what ones can survive it, and see what ones can't. I may end up having to resort to first-person view as well at some point, although I'm not a huge fan of it on here. This may well require some first-person viewpoint to actually stand a chance. I'm just going to chuck the truck at it. We're going to go flat out. Sure, flat out sounds like a good option. So far, it's working. So far, through the first corner, it is working okay. Woo! Okay, we need to turn a little bit more than that. Oh, no, and bounce. Oh, there we go. We're going to just flip and roll across. Oh, no, that's actually quite a tame crash. For Beam, that is quite a tame crash. See, the truck even works and everything. Okay, first thing I've learned, flat out is probably not such a good idea. Yeah, flat out is not the cleverest there. We will have to also be doing a little bit more steering. I was kind of leaving it to let the banking do the work, but I do need to do more steering. There are quite a few challenges with driving a course like this. While it does look absolutely preposterous from the ground, it is. It's not as difficult as it looks, but you've still got to be careful. That is a huge banked turn. No, stay on the course, stay on the course. Oh dear. And bounce, and that took a big impact. It may actually still be working if it landed on its wheels. I don't know, it shattered the drive line. Yeah, there are difficulties. You've got to be... got to be careful as well as I'm improving here. I can't decide if you want off-road or if you want speed. So if you want sort of higher, softer suspension, I mean, this isn't particularly bumpy, but I'm thinking having a bit more ground clearance, a bit softer suspension may help through these turns. I mean, you're putting a lot of stress through the car in weird angles. Perhaps. I'm thinking the off-road. There we go. That was much neater. Oh, bloody hell, where am I going from here? We go up this way and close... No, we don't close our eyes and pray. We were supposed to steer. Steering was important. Steering was... Oh, dear. Ow. That was a nasty hit. Oh, I broke my truck. Wow, it's still working. I didn't break my truck completely. It still lived. How on earth did you live from that? That, I felt sure, would kill the drive line. I mean, okay, we haven't got... Oh, no. We can steer that way. We have steering one direction, and the other direction... Also, we have to go in reverse. Forward doesn't really work. It's forward? No, because the front wheel gets caught. It's more fun trying to drive with the horrendously broken cars. Reset that. Okay, I got to steer the other way when I'm going up the loop. Got to remember that stuff. Bloody hell. Right. Okay. As I say, I mean, it isn't as terrifyingly tough to drive as it looks from down below because you've got some speed. And this truck that I'm using, it's the off-road sport truck. So it's got speed, it's got good suspension, so it should be able to deal. To be honest, it's probably the ideal vehicle for this kind of thing. Oh, that was a much smoother turn. Look at how smooth. So this one here, then we've got to get across over that way more. Oh, steer. No, ninny. And bounce. And flip. And, well, we've bent the entire chassis up. And we've snapped the drive line as well. that was closer, despite the fact I very nearly lost control of it. That was my best attempt so far. I very nearly lost control of it going into the big loop. I want to kind of do this from third person if I can. If I get really stuck, I will go to the the first person mode. Right, this corner here is easy. It's flat out and little steering moves. You actually got to be quite delicate with the steering. You don't want to be too, oh, I let that go a bit too high. That was me trying to be a bit too delicate. Now this is where we've got to have issues. I think we actually need to slow down. Believe it or not, we need to slow down before going up the loop. I think that's what's screwing me over. Yeah, that's a busted driveline as well. Yeah, it's screwing me up because I'm trying to take so much speed that as we go across the crest of the bump, the truck's getting a little bit of airtime, and that little bit of airtime is not what you want, because then you get out of position for the actual corner and then you fall to your death. Yeah, I've got the first turn sorted. This one here, you don't want to. You want to kind of be in the middle. You don't go too low, you're going to fall off. But if you go too high, you're going to fall off the edge there. Right. So just coast, then power, then steer, then remember to steer. There we go. Oh, why is that there? That's not a good place to have that thing. Ugh. Okay, and then we've got a big loop turn. I don't quite know where I'm going. We're going to fall off. No. Oh. Well, we kind of made it. We kind of made it. We are slightly. I mean, we got past the start line. Admittedly, we did fall off just before. Hey, the truck's still alive. I just didn't know where I was going on that final turn. Whoopsie. Okay, let's go for a first-person mode run. These are interesting, daunting. It should give me. It should be a little bit easier, in all honesty, for me. It's sometimes easier. You get a better view of what's ahead of you, but you don't quite get the same view of what's sort of around you when doing it like this. But we'll give it a try. Okay, so we kind of want to stick in the middle, but that bump wants to throw it down to the bottom. And then we're going quite high, and then slow it down, sort the truck out, and loop-de-loop, and then there's the blockade in the middle, dodge the blockade, and now we've got to do this bit here, and remember where this bit here goes, and then it falls away, and then there's a little bit of a wiggle. Haha! We made it! We did a lap in the in the sports pickup truck. Oh, we're scraping that. Don't hit the face on the thing, or got a bit of a tank slapper going on. We could just lap here happily. I'm not sure lapping here happily is quite what it's what it's supposed to do. And then twist this way. Oh, we got a bump. We got a bit of airtime mid-loop. You're not supposed to get airtime when doing a loop-de-loop. That's always bad. There's always very, very bad. And then we go around here, and then you've got to remember that this kind of has a little bit of a chicane bit there. Ooh, brake! Oh, well, we're going to fall off. Okay, the pickup truck, as I thought it would, is pretty good at doing this. It has the speed and it has the suspension to deal with the demands of the course. That steering is a little bit bowed, I will be honest. Yeah, pickup truck made it around the roller coaster. Now to have a go with some other vehicles and see what ones can survive it. Okay, up next, police car. Yes, the police are going to have a go on the roller coaster track. Now, I'm not sure if this is going. It's not the quickest car in the world. We'll say that. I'm also not sure. We've got such big overhangs at the front and back. We may end up catching it as we go around some of these corners and some of the elevation changes. Oh, yeah, the suspension does not like that. I was busy looking at the suspension. I was slightly my bad on. The lights are still going. It's still an emergency. We shall get there on our roof. It still works as well. Okay, it's got a little bit of strength to it. I'm not sure the suspension is going to really like this because the overhangs on this car are bloody massive. We've also not got as much speed, I don't think. Oh, it's a bit sluggish, isn't it? Are we going to have enough? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that suspension is really unhappy. Keep it together. Oh, we're spun. That is the tamest crash you can have on. I say the tamest crash. The front wheel is not happy. The front wheel has a mind of its own. It's going to make a bid for freedom. No, you're just going to sit there and. I've really upset the front of the car. It's really, really, really unhappy. Quick, let's reset you before you become self-aware. Let's try this one again. I fear we don't have enough speed, and then the suspension doesn't like it, and it does something funny mid-corner here. Both times I've fallen off at about the same place. I'm not sure if it's because we're not going fast enough, Yeah, and the oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I'm not sure the handling is up to much. Okay, next turn. This one we need more speed for. We need more speed for. Well, that's one way to take it. That's the. That is not a preferred line. Let's not take that line ever again through there. Again, there was some airtime. Oh, turn. Oh, we've not got enough steering. Oh, we made the big loop and then I couldn't steer the car off the loop, if you like. Hey, we're still working. Slightly altered styling to the police car. It also pulls quite badly to the left. They're surviving, these fools, pretty damn well. I wasn't expecting them to survive falling off the loop. Okay. I got up to the top of the loop. It was coming off the loop that I lost control of it. This may actually survive the course. In all honesty, the police car may survive it. If we take it, that's a much better line. If we stay up high here, I think the police car will like it more. Got a little bit squirrely on the way down. I'm going to try that again up here. Just don't go too high. Banking here is pretty steep. Oh, yeah. You are right on the pancaked police car. You're about on the limit of the speed through there. Again. Oh no, it doesn't work. Never mind, I thought it was spinning the wheels. That was just them still spinning from the crash. You got a very fine line through that large banked turn. This doesn't have enough speed to carry itself around there very easily, so you have to get it right. Like, I could get away with messing around in the pickup truck. You can't in this. You can't take slightly odd lines. So we can take sort of a higher line through there. That works. This one here, we've got to be more in the middle. No, it doesn't like it at all there, does it? Oh, well, that's there's just one exhaust got flung over there, one's got flung over there. The lights are still going. Was that the wheel? Did I just see the wheel go pinging past on my screen, or am I imagining things? It is possible that I'm just imagining things. I don't know where the front wheel is. It is missing in action somewhere. I think the drive light is still connected. It is. Astonishingly. Okay. Gonna be first person attempt now. This is the best likelihood I have. I genuinely think that this is... I got through that corner last time with sheer luck. I think this is just a teensy-weensy little bit too slow. We can get around here... yeah, we can get around here okay. Suspension doesn't really like it, but it's enough to survive it. It's here where we've got to be careful. You gotta... Nah, we're off again. We've smashed the cop car into the floor, and well, we've made sort of a lopsided police car. I'd love to see that rolled onto its wheels, but we're not going to be able to. It's not got the speed. It's not got the speed, and I don't think the suspension likes the load, the change of load almost that goes on in that turn. This is going from driving flat to suddenly on its side. It doesn't seem to like it. It's just a little bit. It was almost a little bit of a bump getting onto it. Sort of going from this. So if we stick here and then, I don't know if I can. I certainly can't reliably do that. And then we take a very big hit on the way down. I'm not sure what we're spinning. We're spinning quite a lot actually. When did we? Well, why are we I'm not touching the controller here. My hand is... I can't show you. I am not touching the controller in any way, shape or form. We have made almost perpetual motion. I think we have it. We're still... We've done it. We've broken physics completely. Why are you still spinning? There is no... Awesome. Let's forget the roller coaster. We've just made a magic car. I don't want to reset it now. Amazing. Well, we are going to have a go with some other vehicles on this route. The police car is just going to keep going forever. Oh well. Okay, time for the Covet to have a go. I've got the front-wheel drive rally version of the car. I love the Covet. It's a fantastic vehicle to drive. Really very, very good fun to race around on it. Probably one of the better handling cars from the standard game stuff, if you like. Speed is not the quickest, but it is quicker than the Grand Marshal, the police car we had last time out. Suspension, again, it's probably not it's not got the same ground clearance, and the sudden bumps are going to be a small issue on this first run. Oh, that was a big landing on the back of the car, and it's fine. In fact, it almost it does slightly crab. You do have to slightly. Yeah, it's almost fine, apart from the toe on the rear wheel. Everything else is good. Let's reset that. I'm thinking this might actually do it, in all honesty. The bump on that, or sort of it's kind of the bumpiness on the large turn that screwed over the Grand Marshal is going to be an issue with this car, but if it can survive it, we've got the speed to get away with it, I think. We have enough speed to, get away with not getting a big... There we go, see? We're not actually getting a bump, whereas the Grand Marshal got thrown about. This has the speed to carry through the turn. Or losing control of the car. That was never going to end well. Okay, the engine has basically fallen out of the front of the car. Oh, it's a very sad looking Covet now. It does look rather sad there. Okay, I definitely think this can do it, actually, as it was a nice smooth run through the larger banked corner. I ballsed up a little bit. It's the transition from the banking one way to the next. That was what was causing issues on that last run, and I think we can deal with that. So we're easy through turn one. I think we've got to go a little higher with this. There we go, a little higher than you have to with the pickup truck, but it's okay with that. Now, the transition here is where I got it wrong, and we're going to have a big splat on the landing. Yeah, crap, that was my bad. I thought for a second the engine was amazingly still working. It isn't. Okay, that line didn't quite work on there. Okay, let's just remove the front bumper before we get started. That's fine. That's not going to cause us problems later on in the run at all, is it? Surely that's not going to cause any problems. There we go. Get rid of it. Or just carry it with us in the boot. It's fine. Okay, you can stay in the boot. It's not going to cause any problems at all. If it gets caught on something. Right, so middle of the road. There we go. We lost the bumper. We're clean through there. Now, don't go too low here. There we go. Oh, but we do need to go a little bit low. We do need to go a little bit lower than that, though. Okay. That was... It's quite quick, this car. It's carrying enough speed. I think it's going to have to be another little bit of a let-off there. Let off the throttle and coast a little bit on the uphill section as we change what direction the banking is going. Just so we don't end up doing that again. That's what we will try this time out. Okay, stick to the middle. There we go. Look at that wheel. Okay, there was... Good down. Just as I said, we got around it without it even getting off. Yeah, it just got a tiny little bit off the ground, and then it's that sudden impact on landing that jolts the car, and then I can't save it. Whereas you could with the pickup truck with this lovely off-roady high-riding suspension. Whereas this is it's better than the Grand Marshal, but it's just not quite as not quite got the I've got a big wiggle on there. It's not quite got the same suspension. Suspension movement, travel, strength, etc. So we've got to not let it get any airtime. There we go. It still doesn't like it that much on the landing. Now let off a little bit, cruise, and then floor it again up here. There we go. Round and down the loopy bit, and then we're going up towards the final turn, the final corner. That suspension doesn't like it. It really doesn't like it, and we're gonna fall at the final bit. Yeah. I definitely think the off-roading suspension was the way to go a little bit with this. Well, we did kind of make it. First-person view, and we should probably maybe get around. If we... It's that final corner, because you've got to take as much speed as you can, because there's a big old climb up to it. You can't go too easy. And then, of course, you're carrying a lot of speed coming down the other side. And that's when Covet is getting a little bit unhappy. Come on then, car. Middle of the road. I don't like that from first person. That's not as That's not as much fun. We did survive though. So let off, sort the car. Oh, that was in the air. We didn't have enough speed. Oh, and then we almost ran wide. Oh, dodged the thing. Almost fallen off about 3 times on this run. It's okay. Oh, and hold on around here. There we go. Haha! We have done it in the covert to victory! And land. Right, the covert has made it around. That's pretty good. Pretty good showing from the from the little guys now quite poorly. Okay, what else can we throw around this course? Up next, we've got the Sunburst, another rally car. This is the rally version of the vehicle. Again, I'm picking the rally ones because I'm hoping the suspension is going to be a little bit stronger on the car, or just offer that little bit more movement and survive these banked turns. Now, this is a pretty damn quick car. Again, another very good fun one to drive. Ooh, look a little bit high on that first one. A little bit quicker than the covert, this thing. Just a little bit. Now, if we sort of let off and... Oh, yeah, it is quite a quick car, this one. We will hang it out wide up there. There's a little bit of a coast here, a little bit of a coast, but not go too slow, otherwise we'll get air time, and that's not what you want. Okay, we were too slow. Ooh. Square on the roof of the Sunburst. That's, yeah, that's quite a flat-packed car, that one. That took a beating. Okay, not quite as slow. We do need... I mean, it's all very well letting off the throttle to survive the change, if you like, but you do still need enough speed to keep the car planted on the road as it goes upside down. You need quite a lot of speed for it to be able to do that. That's much better through the first turn. Yeah, this is a damn quick car. So if we keep it in the middle here, we sort of aim up a little bit, as it always ends up falling down. There we go. No problems there whatsoever this time round. A little bit of a lift. Now we've sorted it. Boot it up here. Oh, that's gonna go. Oh, we're gonna land on the back and flip and twist, and there goes a wheel. Yep, the wheel's gone. Look at how far it's gone. The wheel has gone off miles into the distance. Okay. I definitely think this car will do it. Definitely, when I stick it in first person mode, it probably won't be too bad. Is that is that big loop that's causing real issues here? I thought we'd got a lot more speed that time round. We need more speed, but we need to keep it controlled. We definitely need to keep it controlled. Now keep up, there we go, keep up the middle of there. Lovely. That was very nice and smooth through there. So little let off, that's better. Now we've got a bit more speed. Have we got enough speed? Yes, we do. Keep it around there. Don't run into the bollard in the middle of the course. Easy does it. Around that bit there now, and then the final turn. Don't let it get away from you. Haha! Oh, wheel off the edge. Brakes, and twist. Stop. Hey! We made it in third person as well with the Sunburst. There's so much speed in this car, it can get away with having the slightly not as much suspension travel, if you like, because it's over the corners, around the corners so quickly that you're okay with it. We'll have a go in first person. Now I've done it in third person, I'll probably crash it. Knowing my luck and my driving. Okay, I love the skid marks from that last attempt. Easily around this first corner. Yeah, first corner. I mean, all of these corners look ridiculous. Once you get driving them, it's not too bad. Keep it up in the middle. It definitely handles that turn, one of the best we've had of all the cars. Let off a little bit. Keep the power down. Keep the power down. Over the loop. It did get got a little bit of air, but I think I didn't take quite the right line through there. Take a bit too tight of a line. Got a bit unhappy with me. And around the final corner. Yeah, easy, relatively easy does it. Ooh, we lost the front bumper. Well, I was going to crash it anyway, off the course, but it did it for me. I think. Oh, we're still working though. We've only got we've got 4 wheels attached. Only 3 wheels are pointing in anything like. Amazingly, there still has relatively. How is this still driving relatively straight? I mean, I've had a lot worse. Look at the back wheel, and you're driving. Don't ask. Who knows? The Sunburst made it around the course though, which is not a huge surprise. It did make it around relatively easily though. And our final vehicle is one of the toughest cars to drive. It certainly was for a long time. The Supercar. This is going to have the speed. It's whether it has the control and the suspension to deal with the with this course. Got to do very little movements with this car normally because it has got so much speed. Got to be very delicate with the handling, if you like. So it's going to be. I expect it to be a challenge. Though I handled that first corner very well. This next one, ooh, yeah, that's the issue I feared with it. The suspension and ooh, land. There we go. We're fine. It's a tricycle car now. Oh, we're gonna. Can we put the wheel down on it? There we go. We'll just stay driving at this angle, shall we? Oh, yeah, we protected that one. We have got more than enough speed, but it's that... is that turn. It's that turn with the suspension gets all unhappy with you. You're going to have to be very, very smooth on the way into the turn. Not ask too much of the suspension because it just doesn't have any or as much travel as the other cars. So we kind of want to stick sort of high middle. There we go. You can get a nice line like that. That's pretty good. And then we're going to ask a lot of it again through here. Just keep the car on the road. Keep the car on the road. There we go. Around the loop. Dodge the thing. Oh, that nearly ended poorly for the Supercar. And keep it around here. There we go. Look at that. The Supercar is around in a, well, I say relatively easy fashion. The speed is very useful. It does help now that I'm kind of learning this track from the earlier cars. The speed is very useful with this car. Having this much speed, you can kind of get away if things go a little bit wrong. You can kind of get away with by using speed on a course like this. That we got a little bit of airtime, a little bit too narrow on the entry to that turn. Oh, I love what it's done to the dashboard. I love the way the dashboard is sticking out. Well, that may not have been ideal. We have squashed the Supercar even more than when it actually retains its shape pretty well, the Supercar, I have to say. I think the wheels are still working incredibly. Yes, indeed they are. Well, there we go. That is the the roller coaster or the monster course or whatever the damn thing I called it at the start. Good fun challenge to try and drive around. Fast cars, of course, are going to be relatively important. You're going to have enough speed to get around here, but suspension is also damn important as well. You've got to be able to deal with the transitions and the rather steep banking and the few bumps here and there. Anyway, that's it from me, so thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye. Come on, stick the landing. Hey! There we go.